Alright guys, and welcome back to another video from the Alandria Modpack. Today guys, we are going to be doing a few different things, including getting ourselves set up with some Tinker's tools and beginning to plan out what we want to do with this area around us. So guys, sit back, relax and enjoy the show. Let's play some Alandria modded. Now guys, we do actually have our skin on for once. I'm really happy about that. Took me a little while to work out what the problem was, and it's all good now. It was something to do with my computer. Yeah, easy enough to say that. So let me just quickly, while we get set up, while we're doing a few different things, let me just quickly grab out some iron. We're going to smelt this iron so that we can make for ourselves a bucket, because we want to make we want to get some lava so we can actually get our smeltery set up. So yeah guys, I have done a few little things. The first thing you may notice is that we have this little wooden trapdoor door here, and this leads down to a basically just leads down to level 12. I haven't really done anything down there because I just haven't really been up to doing it, particularly since I haven't got any good tools or armor or anything like that, and I do feel like I should get that stuff before I go any further. The other thing is that I still want to do stuff with you guys, and I felt like if I went down there and I came across something, I'd probably end up doing it without you guys, and I don't want to do that. So hopefully you guys understand. I apologize if I sound a little croaky, by the way. I've still got a bit of a thing happening with my voice. So guys, we also have, if you look down here, we have 6 skill points which we are going to use today. We're just going to upgrade our mining some more, and also do some more, start off some wood cutting. There we go. Alright, so I wanted to take the time today to talk a bit about what's happening in the future. So as of tomorrow, I will be moving house. We've already been me and my family have already been packing stuff in boxes and getting everything sorted out, and tomorrow is the actual day of us moving. Which means a few different things. The first is that I'm going to have to try and work out where is best for me to record and everything, because I still want to do this, and that might take some time. So there might be a bit less videos, a fewer amounts of videos coming out next little while. But we will end up working that out, don't worry. I may just have to switch things around with my plans of how I want to do things, but as I said, we'll work things out. So yeah, that's the main thing that I'm not sure about. I'm looking for lava, by the way, just a lava source. But yeah, that's like the main thing that I'm having to work out, and I'm sure it will come out okay in the end. Hello, you guys are dryads, okay? What do you guys do anything? Apparently not. Well, we have a loot bag that we're going to open up quickly. Apple, wheat, lapis, and some boots. We finally have some armor, which is always good. Okay, so let's head. I have a feeling these dryads are linked to the trees, because dryads are normally tree people, right? And I have a feeling if we attack these trees, they're going to start attacking us, which is why I'm going to try and stay away from them. Don't want to make dryads angry. Dryads are very nice people. And of course, poison ivy. You guys have ruined my life. Well, you know that, don't you? Poison ivy. Just ooh, hello. Come on, you're gonna die. Yep, and there we go. I'm not going to go after this skeleton. I don't think I can take it at this point. Is there any lava? Please let there be lava around. I really don't know. There's a bit of iron. Let me just light this up so you guys can see. Doesn't look like there's anything down here that we're going to need. I might grab some of this copper, just because it's going to be very helpful. Okay, so we have another 3 points of skill. Well, another 3 skill points. I'm not going to open them yet. I have decided that at the end of each episode we will be opening our skill points. That way we don't stop what we're doing and just switch to that and then go back. It's not really something that I want to use to break up episodes. It's more just there to help us along. So I'm going to keep that till the end of the episode, of each episode. So we have some coal ore. That's always good. Let me just finish getting this coal out and then I will hopefully be done around here. We do still need lava. That's the main thing I'm going for right now. Okay, so let's see. I saw you. Oh no. No. Okay, so there are mobs in this that have rare powers. So like this guy, he didn't have a rare power. I think it was a skeleton. Anyway, they have very rare powers. Like, for example, they can blind you like that one just did. But it's only if they attack you. And they will slowly become harder and harder. Like the ones you find will be harder and harder. Oh, we got diamond or some in there. But they'll become harder to defeat as you, as the player yourself, gets a higher level. So we are currently on level, I don't know what level we're on. We have 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 47. So we're something like 40. Are we level 47? I am not sure. But anyway, based on that, the mobs, some of the mobs at least, that we find will become harder. Those are the leveled ones only. So that kind of adds a bit more of a challenge, so you always have a bit of a challenge in this. And it's just up to you to try and get better and work out ways of killing them in better ways. Yeah, if that makes sense. Which it doesn't really, because it's me, and we all know I don't really make much sense. Sorry again. Okay, so let's make some more torches. We got some creosote oil, which I know is pretty good, but I don't think we're at that point just yet. Let's just grab some more ores. Okay, let's climb back up here. I was hoping that we might find some lava, but it doesn't seem like we are. Hello cows, hello sheep. Quarried stone. Okay, let's head back this way. Nope, not going that way. Saw you. Doesn't look like there's anything really that we're after. I was really hoping there would be. Oh well. So of course we can't forget that our main goal with this is to make another Alandrian world. Doesn't mean we can't go off and do other things, but we just have to remember our main goal. And I think I'm doing okay with remembering that at the moment. I mean, we're not straying too far, but I'm also trying to get ourselves set up. For example, if we can get creative fight, that would be awesome. That'd be more than awesome. That'd be like so impressive. Okay, let's head back to our base, shall we? Oh, we have a chance cube. This is going to be bad, isn't it? I can just imagine this being bad. Yep, it's bad. Okay, so we killed him. And you did. Okay, so we killed them both. That wasn't too hard. Let me just find the right button. We'll switch to the loot bag and we'll pop it when we get back to our base. Which really isn't far at all. Always good having a base nice and close. And here is what we're after. Thank you. Okay, so we are almost back. We're almost back. Yes, we are almost back. Seems to be a massive hole in there, over here somewhere. Okay, let's put this in our Tinker Smeltery and we'll get it running while we sleep, because we want to sleep the nice way. Boom. Now if we have a quick look, we'll see that all these are going up, which is good. And we are going to come over here, say hello to Verdi. Hello Verdi. And sleep. And wait, and here we are, we're back. Yes, it is very nice to see you too. Okay, so let's head back over here. So now our ores have been smelted, and you can see we have molten copper in here. Now let's put some tin ore in here, and we're also going to put some iron ore and some more copper ore. Now it looks pretty quick to make actually. We're trying to turn this into bronze, which we are doing. We are making ourselves some bronze, that's good. We want to start off with bronze tools just because it's a pretty good point to start at. Let me grab that, drop that off, and I will explain why it's a good point to start off in a moment. There, let's grab that. I'm sorry, am I in your way? Yeah, I'm apparently in her way. Well, there's not much I can do about that. So we'll need that, we need that. We are going to need a bit more clay apparently. That's fine. Okay, so let's just open this up, shall we? Got some rotten flesh, some string, some paper, and an iron sword. That's a really good start for us. Paper especially, because we're going to need it for a paper binding. So let's drop this off. We'll actually keep our iron sword on us. And we'll head over and grab a bit more clay in a second. Okay, so we have molten bronze and molten copper. Let's switch that, put that there, and let me just run over here and I'll see if I can get some more clay quickly. Okay, there's a lot of sand. Over there I see you, clay. Alright, so now that we have that, let's head back and we will see what we can do about getting ourselves some better tools. That's going to be our first point. Let me just run back over here and I will combine and create some more. Okay, so let's go. Clay, sand, gravel to create roots. We'll put, won't put anything in there. We'll wait for this Let's see, what else can we do? Is there anything else we can do while we wait? Let's put some of these. We can actually put some of these things in our smeltery still. So let's put that and that. We're also starting to need some more food. So I'm going to quickly deal with that too. Look at this guy. He looks like a serious guard. You don't really look like... You look like a town guard, not like a city guard who has good armor and such. Hubert, I am very impressed with your with your looks. Like you look very smart as a guard. That could have been really creepy on so many levels. Let's just put that in there. Wait for that. There we go. We need a crafting table. Excuse me, Rashida. Rashida, nice name. You have a very nice name. Can I just... You do look like you only have one eye though. That's kind of off-putting. Might want to talk to your I don't know. You might want to have a look at that. Look into that. You look like you only have one eye. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but people are staring. Okay, people are gonna stare. If you only have one eye, no, you do have two eyes. Okay, my bad. Okay, so let's drop that off. Okay, now we get to the fun part. So the first thing we have to do is work out what tools we want to make. I guess we should focus on pickaxe, because pickaxe is going to be like the main thing. So let's grab out some sticks, and we will make for ourselves an item called 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let me just do that. We will make for ourselves an item called a pattern, or a blank pattern. Now, with this blank pattern, let me just make another couple, because we're going to need them. Okay, so 1, 2, there we go. So we have 12 blank patterns. With this blank pattern, there are a few items we can make first off. The first is a part builder. We can use this to make any parts that we require, including ones that we then upgrade to make better parts, or versions of parts. The second is a stencil table. This is what we use to create the stencils that we then put in the part builder to create the parts. That makes sense, which it does. The third and final item is the tool station. We can upgrade this to a tool forge later on once we get some ores and some more fed brick, but for now that's a good spot to start. We can also create for ourselves a pattern chest, which is just a chest and a pattern on top, and this will hold either patterns or casts. So if we make 2 of them, we can hold both. So I am going to go ahead and do that. 2 pattern chests. Okay, so let's set this up. We're going to start here, because this is probably our best spot to start. So we're going to start with our stencil table, then our pattern builder, and then our tool station. And we're going to put these 2 up here. This is going to be like our little storage area. I really hate this. It's far too small, and I'll probably work on that in between episodes some way. I might dig down and have like a little staircase up. I'm not sure yet. We'll work something out. Anyway, so if we right click on the stencil table, we get this layout, and you can see we have all these different stencil types we can make. So this one's for, let's say this is a pickaxe one, this is a spade, this is an axe, that's a spade also. You get the idea. There's different ones that we can make, and I want to make an item. Now before we actually make an item, we can also go to our tool station and have a look at what we can make. So we can make this. The Cut-O-Matic is a versatile farming tool. It is effective on wood, dirt, and plants. It also packs quite a punch. Right click hoe. So this acts as a hoe, an axe, and a spade. But we want to start off with a pickaxe. And with a pickaxe we require these three components: tool rod, pickaxe head, and a binding. Now if we come back over here, we can see we have a stencil for a pickaxe head, so we can make one of those. We also have a stencil for a binding. Again, we can make one of those. The last thing we need is a tool rod. Now we have a tool rod and we have a tough tool rod, and we just need the generic tool rod. The tough tool rod is for things such as an upgraded version of the pickaxe called a hammer, and the hammer just lets us mine in a 3x3 area. And Rashida, I'm sorry, but you're the baker. You don't know what this stuff is. If you get too close, you could get hurt. Just letting you know. That's not a threat or anything. That's just like, don't get too close. Yeah, just saying. Okay, so let's keep going with it, shall we? So to make a pickaxe, we are going to put our pickaxe, the head pattern, in the part builder. Now there's a few different materials we can make it out of. One is flint, one is cobblestone. You can also make it out of wood. Wood isn't a great one. I wouldn't advise using that. I use cobblestone just because it's probably the cheapest way of doing it, and it's also a very easy item to get. Now we can just keep doing this with all the parts. I normally just put a stack in and then just grab one out as I need. So let me just put that up there, and the last one is the tool rod. There we go. Okay, so we have them all now. Now there is one other thing we are going to need to create in our smeltery before we can go any further, and it requires, let me just have a look at this so I know I've got it right. So it requires aluminum ore and where are you? I'm just double checking I've got this right. And copper. Cool. Okay. So we already have some. It's night time. Okay. We'll just quickly sleep. Alright. So let's keep going with this. So we already have some copper in here, if I remember right. Yes, we do. So if we put the aluminum in here, it smelts away. It will create for ourselves aluminum brass. Sorry, I'm coughing really a lot, aren't I? I apologize. Okay, so now if we put this pickaxe head on here and then make sure we've got aluminum brass selected, we can right click, wait for it to fill up, and then progress, and we have for ourselves a pickaxe head cast. Now you remember there was cast and there was parts, or there was templates, sorry. These are cast. The wood ones are parts. You make a cast using a part, just so everyone knows, everyone's clear on that. Now I want to go one step further, just quickly while we are here, and make for ourselves a pickaxe head. Now I'm going to use bronze because it's an item that's really easy to get at the start, and it's still quite a good pickaxe head. So we've let it go, like finish up, and now if you look, we still have both parts, so we need to right click twice to make sure we get them both. Okay, so we got that. Now we can choose what we want. The binding I want to turn into paper because paper gives us an extra modifier. The tool rod I'm going to turn into iron just because it's a very cheap way of going. So let's just do that. There we go. Okay, so paper we cannot put in the smeltery. That's one thing that you should really know before you get into this. So we're going to put these in. So you got patterns in here. Now let me just show you quickly. If we try and put the pattern in here, it won't let us. Patterns and cast cannot be mixed. Anyway, so back to what we're doing. So we have our binding here. So we have, let's just put these in an order that we know. We've got bronze head, pickaxe head, and we've got our iron tool rod. Now we need, as our last part, a paper binding. So let's put our binding in here. Doesn't matter if it's the cast or the pattern. And then put paper in here. Now it will tell us that the material value of this amount of paper is 1.75. If I take out half, it will say it's 0.75 because I actually took out 4. We want above 1 for this to be created. So let's see. Now it's taken out 1% of paper. Okay, there we go. So we have paper binding, bronze pickaxe head, iron tool. Now comes the final stage of this whole thing, and that is to put this all together in our tool station. Now, we could just go like that, but we don't know what order it's in. So if we go here, we can actually see how it's supposed to go. So bronze pickaxe head, binding, iron tool rod. And you can see the finished product is here. So we will have 438 durability, the mining level will be diamond, and we will have 4 modifiers. That's pretty good. Can almost replace this. I want to use this pickaxe though. Now there's one last thing we should do before we continue on with our adventures. And I'm actually going to end this episode here after we do this. Just because I feel like I've done more than enough. And yeah. So as I said before, we have 4 modifiers in this pick. Now 4 modifiers are, as it says here, traits. So modifiers kind of add on to things. So there are different modifiers for different weapons. So for this example, we already have in here, based on what we made, like what we used to make it, we have magnetic. Hitting things attracts nearby things. Not really sure how that works. We'll have to work that out. Dense, harder. Your tool lasts longer when it has less durability. So it's kind of like a... I'm not really sure how to describe that. And writable means that we get an extra, some more modifiers. Okay, so let's say I want to put some dirt on. It's not going to work. That's right, there are specific items we can put on. Luckily we have lapis, which will be accepted. And lapis gives us luck, which in other words is kind of like saying it adds fortune to it. So as it says there, you're getting all the nice things and a lot of them. So luck is pretty much exactly like fortune. Redstone will add speed, so we will be able to mine faster. As you can see, mining speed is 6.8. We can get that up to, I think it's roughly 10 or so. You can also add things like diamonds to increase the durability. And let me see if we have a diamond. We don't, but I wonder if you can put gold on. Can you put gold on? Nope, you can't put gold on. Okay. But yeah, there's just things like that you can add that will help with mining in general. So guys, I reckon I'm going to end this episode here. This was a bit of a painstaking one because, well, we didn't really do that much in the end. But we did enough to make it worthwhile. We got ourselves some lava. We got ourselves a pick. The last thing we have left to do is to do our skill points. So let's press L and let's have a look at what we have. So we have 15 skill points to work with. Now I'm at least going to start by getting this one to 5, I have a feeling we should actually just do them all to 5. I mean, we're focusing on minor at the moment because we are going to do a fair amount of mining to start with, but I do feel like we should do some of the others as well. So let's say archery. Archery is going to be a very important one because we want to get into bows and such as well later on. Athletics, I'm guessing that will increase speed. Okay, sprint, speed, and falling damage. That could be a good one. Cooking. 2 times every 1 plus chance to cook yield. I'm going to upgrade that one. That one sounds good too. Okay, so guys, I reckon I'm going to end this episode here. If you enjoyed it, make sure you go ahead and hit the like button. If you have any comments or suggestions or ideas or anything like that, make sure you comment in the comment section below. And guys, I hope you enjoyed this video a lot. In the next episode we will be trying to get ourselves a few more items, or possibly, I might actually do that between now and then. I don't know yet. It's a bit of a grind getting this stuff. So maybe we'll do that off camera. In the next episode we will find something fun to do. Maybe we will start on a bit of a technical ride, because we do need some stuff ready so that we can get a good amount of resources so we can actually start with our plan for this world. Yeah, we got a lot to do to get to that point, but we'll get there, don't you worry. So guys, thank you a lot for joining me in this episode, and we will see you in the next episode. Bye!